Hey guys, what's up? It's Jaden2000 here, bringing you a clip montage / commentary. I'm going to be talking about changes to Apex's looting system that I believe would benefit the game's enjoyability and longevity by making the loot system much more crazy and allowing for much more developed builds as the game goes on. This would also allow the game to be more engaging if they do choose to make a bigger map with more players to keep people looting throughout the game and keeping on getting better and better loot as the game goes on. So people get more complete legendary sets, which would be how I'd want to be. Firstly, the first change I want to have is the ability to dual wield pistols, so like hold two pistols at the same time. This weapon class is incredibly weak compared to the others. Like, there's always an LMG, there's always an AR, there's always an SMG that's better than... Pretty much all of them are better than all of the pistols. All of them. All those 9 guns, 9 to 10 guns, yeah, 9 guns, all of them are better than the P2020 Mozambique RE45. And then you got the alternator in there, which is worse than the Wingman, but everything else pretty much is better. So this would allow the pistols to get an edge. It could give the RE45 some insane DPS potential, same with the Wingman, and the Mozambique would actually stand a chance at spamming people with shots if you had 2 of them. So, this will have to be balanced differently depending on the pistol you have, and I think that the P2020, the Mozambique, and the RE45 are all weak enough that if you just akimbo them without increasing the hipfire spread, no other conditions, then it'll be fine. They will still be balanced because they're weak enough anyways, especially the P2020 and the Mozambique. They're not going to be able to do that much damage. They might be they'll be decent, I think, if you have 2 of them, especially if the P2020 is a laser, and it is. The Wingman, I think we would have to increase the hipfire spread a fair bit to make sure that people can't land those cheesy headshots unless they're really close, and also maybe increase the reload time to make it a bit more balanced, just so you can't keep spraying the Wingmans that fast. And then all attachments can be attached to each pistol individually, so if you want to have a double Wingman Skull Piercer combo, you need to find 2 Skull Piercers. Next, I'd like to say changes to the care package to make it more incentivizing to get, because right now, some people don't like the Mastiff, some people don't like the KRABER. As soon as you got purple armor from the Lifeline one, you don't give a shit about the care package, because most of the time it's not going to give you much useful stuff. I mean, the backpack, the helmet are really good, but that's not really worth it to some people, especially because they're rare. And also, sometimes you don't even get a legendary from them, so I would counter that first part by guaranteeing a legendary weapon, attachment, or gear. But if it drops a legendary attachment, it always drops a level 3 body shield, just in case you don't have a level 3 body shield already. Fully kitted weapons, because they're so rare in the game, the only time you can actually get them is in the hot zone. So I think that fully kitted weapons should join the weapon pool from a care package. So that means you can actually use them. I have not seen all of them. I have not seen a fully kitted devotion yet, and I'm pretty sure that thing would be amazing. But the Mastiff and KRABER would still be weighted heavily, so it would pretty much be 1/3 Mastiff, 1/3 KRABER, 1/3 another fully kitted weapon. So they'll still be quite rare, but if you go for care packages, you'll be able to play with them, and they'll be really good weapons. Another thing about the fully kitted weapons, like with the Wingman, that's the only case I really remember. It's not even using a digital threat. Why not? It should be using a digital threat, because the digital threat has the advantage of the smoke, seeing through smoke, and the scope it actually uses isn't even legendary, but it actually shows as a gold icon, which is pretty stupid. So, lastly, I'd like to talk about changes to attachments, like adding more legendary ones, so the fully kitted weapons actually mean more, so they'll actually be stronger, especially in weaker weapons. For starters, I'd like the P2020 to be able to be attached with a select fire receiver, which means it'll be able to shoot you could make it so it could shoot in 3-round burst, or fully automatic mode, to make it a much stronger weapon, especially if you're holding 2 of them, and especially if you got 2 select fires with those 2 P2020s, that could actually be a really nice build, that could work, especially because they're really easy to control. Next, I'd like a 2x digital threat for ARs and LMGs, because there's no digital threat in the game right now for ARs and LMGs. I'd like that, because I hate the fact that I can't get like a full set of legendaries, like I said before. So these are the examples of the legendary attachments I'd like to add to the game, with like improvements from their purple counterparts. These, of course, are not set in stone, but these are just the changes I would recommend. So magazines and shotgun bolt would be a faster reload, so you'd just get a faster reload if you had a gold magazine over a purple. The stock would improve the ADS speed. The skull piercer would become the helmet piercer, so it wouldn't take any headshot damage reduction from helmets. Sniper stock, spray is reduced to 0 and recoil is reduced, allowing you to spray those snipers, well spam them, can't really spray. And then the precision choke would be charging faster. And then also as a side note, as a new piece of healing equipment, the legendary Phoenix kit, that is the same as the purple one, except it can be used while down, providing an alternate to the self-resurrect shield. But this legendary Phoenix kit would be very loud, and as soon as you got up, it would take you a second to pull out your weapon, so if the enemy's still there, you're still probably going to die, but you have full health, so you sort of had a chance to come back from the fight. And the self-resurrect should be faster, like make it 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 7 seconds, something a bit more reasonable to 10. So let's have a conversation about these possible changes in the comments below. These I feel like these would increase the amount of people running around the map, which would increase the pace of the games, which means they'll be able to increase their player count and have still the same 15-20 minute, very fast, very fun matches that they do. Sometimes they do get a bit boring though, like when you're only getting 1 kill and there's 4 squads left. But when you're getting kills reliably, like straight throughout the game, and you start getting that loot off those dead bodies, this game just really flows so well. And I feel like just adding all this insane loot, but making it so it's rare enough so that it doesn't become like oversaturated, and that you don't just get like people with OP as shit weapons and stuff just come in and ruining your day every time. This stuff would only really affect endgame, if anything. So now sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the show. I'm just putting music on now. So you guys have a good one. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed.
Somewhere inside haunting, like a drug I keep on wanting. There's a love that fits so perfect, it's hard to believe. I can feel my heart stop beating, and the air gets tough just breathing. I'm alone, but I'm still feeling like someone's with me. It's strange, I know, but I feel like you're here with me, like chasing ghosts. I know you're out there. It's strange.
Oh.
I can feel it somewhere inside, haunting like a drug. I keep on wanting. There's a life that fits so perfect, it's hard to believe. I can feel my heart stop beating, and the air gets tough just breathing. I'm alone, but I'm still feeling like someone's with me.
Got him. Just right one tap. Yep, got it. Another squad here. Got one. Damn it, they res. Shot.
Patient waiting, feeling like your grip
Knocked one.
too soon, but I'm running.
Yes.